Hey guys, in a previous video I talked about some of my custom figures, a character I'd made called Dishum. Ben and I wanted to make him because he was a South Asian character that I'd had in my mind for quite a while. And that was not the first South Asian character I saw in 3 and 3/4 inch scale, 1/18th scale. The thing is, G.I. Joe did not make this character, the one I'm going to talk about now. It was by a company called Lanard. It was called The Corps. So, the figure I'm talking about is Bengala. So, let's first talk about these figures here. The very first one that you can see here, this one here, is the very first one. I think he was released around 90, I want to say 98, no, somewhere in the 90s. And he was supposed to be one of the international type characters. The one after him in the brown shirt was version 2. And then after that, we've got some customs. So the third one that you see here, that's the original head from the third version. The body that he's on is from a character called Whispering Willie. And what was interesting is, originally the Whispering Willie character from previous incarnations had more of a Dreadnoks, Zartan type look to him. So the two characters were body swapped on their own from the factory. So the Whispering Willie came on what was originally Bengala's body and vice versa for the third iteration. The fourth version, before I go on, the third one here that I'm talking about, the third one here, I basically swapped the bodies back, so he's on his, what should have been his body. So the color scheme all matches together, the purple and black. The fourth version here is a custom I did. It's Bengala version 1, his head on basically the same mold for the shirt and the pant. These molds were used for various other figures. The shirt and arms, the torso and arms came from other figures and one figure, and then the legs and waist came from another figure, and I'm forgetting what they are right now, but I kind of paired them together to make a unofficial fourth version. And the fifth version I have is just Bengala version 3's head on an action pilot body. It's one of the keychain figures, and then his arms come from a black major or red laser, the custom maker, those arms from a Steel Brigade figure. So something different. So he's kind of like my pilot on my team. I wanted something different. I wanted to have a fourth or fifth version that would look a little bit different, and I didn't want to have to go out and hunt down other core parts just to make another figure. So those are my characters of Bengala. So like I was saying, this version here is the very first version. Version 2 here. Version 3 is again a custom. It was just really a head swap. And version 4 and 5 that I've got here are definitely customs. And it was a big thing for me because it's a South Asian character. You didn't really see South Asian characters portrayed in the line at all, really. So I'm really glad I've got that. I have these customs. I have these original figures and customs. And my original Bengala, the one I had growing up, I played with him so much, he just fell apart. I used him. I took him everywhere. It was one of the first times I saw any kind of representation in this series or in this scale. So that when I made Dishum, and you can check out my other video, it was just a big thing for me to have that kind of representation. So that is my review and little talk about both the vintage Lanard Corps Bengala figures as well as some of my customs.